Ready to go beyond?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it. Okay. I'm Justin Franson, here with Joel Crandall, kinesiotherapist, and we are going beyond with you. It's my role to introduce our network of facilitators, healers, the industry's best, getting rid of pain and resolving pain. This is our network. They've worked with athletes that have come across our world and have had tremendous results with them. That's why they're on GoBeyond Summit with you, and we're sharing these amazing resources with you today. So Joel, exercise physiologist, strength coach extraordinaire, kinesiotherapist. This guy's got amazing gifts on healing the body structurally, emotionally, physically. He can do it up close and he can do it afar as well. He just finished up a Skype call working with someone remotely. So just shows you how gifted Joel is as a therapist. So we're so grateful to have you on.
I'm excited to be here, Justin. It's great meeting you, and I can't wait to get started and show what we can do here.
Yeah, so voila is his system. Structural joint balancing, just what the shirt says. He has his own system and how he takes people beyond. So Joel, take us back, give us some insight. Where'd you go to school? Where'd you learn kinesiotherapy? And where'd you learn to be an exercise phys guy? And how did you develop voila?
Fantastic. Well, I went to SUNY Cortland, which is Cortland State. It's in upstate New York. It's near Syracuse. It's a small little phys ed school. And we have a great joke there where the men are men and the women are too. It's because the women won every national championship in whatever sport they played in.
Wow.
They were just fantastic. But it's a huge teaching school. And they put out some of the best teachers in the country.
Okay.
And our professors there were just astounding. Our anatomy teachers taught also at Cornell University, which is Ivy League.
Right.
And they graded us harder than they graded future doctors.
Wow.
Which is just amazing in itself.
Yeah.
But what was great about our instructors is they taught us to think. And if you asked the question, they would give you the response slightly out of your grasp. So you had to search and reach for it a little bit, and you'd be walking on campus like 3 days later and you go, that's what he meant.
There you go.
And I like to take that style into what I do now. You don't want to give them the answer because then they're not getting the true result out of it. But if they can find the answer for themselves, they feel better about themselves, and now they're able to progress much faster.
Fantastic. So give me a little insight on your treatments. I know I'm going to show you a little what I do after, but share with everybody so you guys get a chance to understand what is structural joint balancing.
Yeah. So really, one of the reasons I named it Voila, Justin, was because I didn't want it to get lumped into any one specific category like myofascial release or anything like that. So what it actually stands for is vector of indication.
Okay.
All right, and we're here in LA, so that's why. Well, what that means is the body already knows how to heal itself. All we have to do is listen to how it wants to unwind. And that's what I do. And I've created a system where I can talk to the subconscious and get the answers that the body wants. It's literally screaming at you, I need this, and it will tell you when it needs it, which is the most fascinating thing. So you can actually sit back and watch the body unfold the pieces for you.
Fantastic. Interesting. So he's got some skills in this. Now, how does your strength training play into getting rid of pain and people's pain?
Well, one of the big things I talk about, and I really don't, one of the big things I talk about, and I actually just worked with I worked with a few powerlifters. I worked with a strongman. Muscles don't matter. That's the big thing that people don't realize. Muscles don't matter. It's all about the structure and the mindset. So I had a powerlifter who was getting pain just reaching down to touch the bar. He would get back pain. So I had him do 135, and he would get it about 4 inches off the floor and just, drop the bar. And so I have one of my pupils there working with him, telling him what to do, what I'm getting with my assessment. At the end, he's able to pick up the bar, and I tell him, look, I've balanced you to 640 pounds. And he goes, but I haven't done 640 in years. I go, but that's okay, you're balanced to it. Justin, 4 days later, he posted a video of him deadlifting 640 pounds.
I love it, I love it. So muscles don't matter, I'm weighing in. Just under 180. This guy's a lot bigger, stronger. So I like that, the energy. I play bigger than I do on the basketball court. But no, it's really true in a lot of ways. It's moving that energy and having that mindset and really knowing what you can do and how you can create it and how you can move it. And energy's way more powerful than your muscles.
Way more powerful.
So, and I know that, you know that, it's fantastic. But when you can tap into it, that's how you can take yourself beyond the pain. And so you mentioned you have, you've certified hundreds of people in your course. And so you have pupils out there that are doing it. So you can actually coach them while they're working with people. How does that work?
Yeah, that's a great thing about this. I've made it simple and easy.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is practitioners make it difficult. And so I just keep bringing them back to simple and easy. And it really is. And the beauty of this, and somebody told me, is like, if you can't make this duplicatable, you don't have anything. Well, that's the beauty. I've been able to make this duplicatable to anyone can do it, not just therapists. So we have housewives doing this. We have CEOs of companies doing this to themselves and their family. So it's not just for body workers, it's for everybody.
Okay. So so do you have a home study course or do you have an actual seminar that you go to?
Seminar you have to go to because as we were talking about, you gotta be in the energy of it.
Okay.
I can teach you some stuff, but being around the energy of it is what really brings it out.
Okay. And so what's the website for Voila?
VoilaMethod.com.
There we go.
Keeping it simple.
VOILA, VoilaMethod.com. So you can learn about that and all of the system's upcoming seminars there as well. So when we're talking about pain, what is some of the major challenges that you see with the body and pain, and how do you go about resolving it with your system?
Great question. A lot of different ways we can take that answer. What I have found is pain is just a messenger. That's all it is. It's telling you something isn't right within the system.
Mm-hmm.
It can be via a movement. It could be via an organ. It could be via a joint.
Okay.
And all these things really are well, I call them little chapters, which you have to read each chapter in the book to understand what it really means, which in this day and age, people read the headline of the chapter and they think they understand the chapter.
That's right.
But that's not the case. But once you figure out each chapter and what that particular piece is telling you, and if you're listening with using the Voila method that I use, you can piece it all together. So to answer your question, it's a difficult one to answer, but you have to get to the source, the key source. I call them keystones of the body. And once you balance the keystones, then the body just naturally goes back to its innate abilities.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, tell us some about your routines and your training methods. How do you go about preparing your own body so that you can avoid pain and avoid injury?
Another great question, Justin. One of the big things I have to do to prepare myself, and I have to prepare myself before every session I do. And so one of the big things in Voila we say is you are your first and your last client of the day. So you have to mentally prepare yourself for each session. So one of the things that I use is there's a thing called a Primus meditation, which is fantastic. It's scientifically based. It works on the first, the fourth, and the seventh chakras. Okay. And it helps ground you, but also helps open you up to your seventh and higher self. And then you just allow it to flow. And that's what the sessions are. You really got to take your ego and set it aside and allow the information to flow through you.
Awesome. And if you guys just heard that, he said you have to allow it to flow through you. This is some of the most wise words that anyone will ever say. First, allow is one of my favorite words. And then when you're working with body and energy and people and healing and facilitating, you have to let the universe work through you. It's not you working on it. It's not him. It's if that's the case, then it's just going to get stuck in him. It's got to go through him and through you as you're working on it. And everybody will see different things come up when they're working with people,
Yes.
whether it's burping or what have you. But when the universe works through you, it's just you can feel these releases happen. They're literally decompressions of the body, and you can really feel it and see it, and then your clients feel it. And that's how we can really help facilitate ridding blockages of pain and stagnant energy. And that's really what pain is at the end of the day, isn't it?
Energy.
Stagnant energy. So it's a block. So you have methods like acupuncture that really stimulate areas to get that flow of energy going, which are fantastic. And then there's guys like Joel here that have created systems where he can really structurally integrate everything and allow it to flow effortlessly. So I love that verbiage that you're using. And semantics for us is huge as well.
It's huge, and that's one of the big things I talk about too in my seminars is how you talk to your client is going to make all the difference in the world. So if I tell you you're broken and this really sucks and this, are you going to come back to me? No, because I'm already beating you down. It's like it's an ego thing. It's like I'm better than you, and that's not the case. It's just your body giving me information so we can go to work, and I think that's just awesome.
Yeah, fantastic. So if you had to sum up pain, how would you talk to people? If there's people out there that have pain and really want to resolve it, what are some of your fortes, neck, back, shoulders? Talk to them about pain and how you can help facilitate with them.
Well, what's really interesting with the Voila method it comes with an assessment. And the assessment is ongoing throughout the entire session. So any movement, you never know where the correction is going to come from. And what I've broken it down into in the very basic level 1 course is 5 keystones. So we have the sphenobasilar joint, we have the manubrium sternum, we have the sacrum, talus, and the big toes. What a keystone is just a wedge. So what I've come up with is, why am I going to work on these 26 different neck muscles that attach when I can just work on one keystone, which is going to take care of all the other muscles and reset them. So I like to be efficient. That's the key. And with the Voila assessment, you literally are pinpointing where the problem is. So someone might come in with a neck issue, and I might correct an SI joint. And all of a sudden their neck issue now has full range of motion. The key is, Justin, is to be that kid at Christmas. When you're unwrapping that gift and you don't know what it is, you have to have that mindset each and every time. Because if I go, oh, well, the problem is the neck, well, I'm going to work on the neck, well, that may not be the issue. It could be a wrist or it could be a toe. Right. So you've got to be open to that and be excited when you find it.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, you guys, thank you, Joel Crandall. This is fantastic. You guys got to experience and hear from another amazing facilitator out there, getting rid of pain, taking people beyond pain, and getting them out of it so they can go back to their daily routines, as you heard about as powerlifters. So thank you, Joel.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Pleasure chatting with you.
Pleasure.
Thank you for going beyond with us. And you can find him at wallamethod.com. We'll have his information attached. Check out his upcoming seminars. Enjoy. Go beyond.